How are you doing? Hope you've been well. So, welcome to another day of our Readers Challenge. So, for today, we're starting with riddle number 23, and the riddles reads: A man who was outside in the rain without an umbrella or hat didn't get a single hair on his head wet. Why? So let's rack our brain and see if we can decode this riddle. A man a man who was outside in the rain without an umbrella or hat didn't get a single hair on his head wet. Why? It's quite a very simple one. Just comment whatever you feel is the answer. Just comment whatever you feel is the answer. Even if your answer isn't correct, we'll just have a good laugh and learn and move on. You can also share the live. Let your friends join us. Subscribe to my YouTube channel as we solve the riddle together. And then after the live, you can actually go back and watch my videos, like, comments. Honest criticisms are also welcomed. So let's decode this riddle together. A man who was outside in the rain without an umbrella or hat didn't get a single hair on his head wet. Why? So hello Penny, how you doing? Penny Stavro, how you doing? Hello Penny, can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, you're welcome to my life. Okay, we're just here having fun, solving riddles and getting to know my community better. Can you write my name? Can I write your name? Well, do you want me to write your name, Penny? Can you explain further? Can you explain further, Penny? While I wait for Penny, let's decode the riddle together. A man who was outside in the rain without an umbrella or hat didn't get a single hair on his head wet. Why? Hi. Oh, and hi. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but it ends with 55. How you doing? You're welcome to my life. Penny, I'm waiting for you to clarify your question of can I write your name? Okay, so a man who was outside in the rain without an umbrella or the hat didn't get a single hair on his head wet. Why? Let's try and decode the riddle together. I don't even know the hint to give. This is because any hint I give would just be like, saying the answer. So let's just try. If we have like two attempts, and then if the answer isn't correct, I will then give the answer. Please share the live to your friends, like the live too. All right, share the live to your friends, like the live. Share the live to your friends, like the live. Can anyone attempt, to decode the riddle? Can anyone attempt the riddle? Even just comment any answer you think is correct. Would analyze the answers together and move to the next riddle. Okay, since no one is inclined to, comment on the answer, so the answer to this riddle, it, let's read in between the lines now, because as I usually say, riddles involves reading in between the lines, right? Most times, if the answers are actually staring us in the face, right? It reads, a man who was outside in the rain without an umbrella or hat didn't get a single hair on his head wet. Why? Because he was bowed. He was bowed. He didn't get a single hair on his head wet. Why? Because he was bowed. Okay? Oh, you signed it. Hi, 55. So this is the next riddle. Riddle number 24. What can you keep? Yinka, hi. How you doing? How are you doing? So this is riddle number 24. Okay? It reads, what can you keep after giving to someone? What is that thing that even after giving it to someone, you can still keep it? What can you keep after giving it to someone? Yinka, hi. Can you attempt to decode the riddle? Can you attempt it? Even if you don't get the answer correct, we'll just analyze it, have a good laugh. We're all here to learn. What can you keep after giving to someone? Please, can you like the live, share to your friends, subscribe, leave a comment? It would be appreciated. Thank you. What can you keep after giving to someone? Who wants to attempt the riddle? Who wants to decode the riddle with me? The riddle is actually a simple one. What hints can I give to make it easier to decode? What can you keep after giving to someone? Okay, so it seems like it's a physical or tangible thing, something that you can hold, right? From the riddle, from the question asked, but that is not the case. You can't hold this. It's more of it's not a physical item that you can hold, right? So I think that's the only hint I can give. It's not a physical item you can hold, and it refers to phrases we usually make almost on a daily basis, right? When you want someone to trust you, right? So I don't know what other hints to give. What can you keep after giving to someone? Okay, it's like I would also just give the answer to this riddle. No one is commenting or attempting it. Okay, so the answer to this riddle is quite simple. What can you keep after giving to someone? The answer is your word. You want someone to trust you, right? You give them your word. However, you understand the context of the riddle, right? What can you keep even after giving to someone? It's your word. Your word. So the next riddle, riddle number 25. Riddle number 25 reads, I have branches but no fruit, trunk or leaves. What am I? I have branches but no fruit, trunk or leaves. What am I? You can attempt it. Please don't use any search engine to get the answer. We're here to have fun. Whether the answers you give are wrong, we'll just analyze it and then have fun and move on. So don't use any search engine to get the answer. I have branches but no fruit, trunk or leaves. Okay, the answer has to do with money. It relates to money. So that makes it quite easier for anyone who intends to, answer the it relates to money. The answer relates to money. I have branches but no fruit, trunk or leaves. What am I? Who wants to attempt this riddle? I have branches but no fruit, trunk or leaves. The answer to the riddle has to do with money. So who wants to try? Okay, it's like I'll also have to give the answer to this. The answer is a bank. I have branches but no fruit, trunk, or leaves. A bank has branches in different, cities, countries, all of that. But it doesn't have any fruits. It doesn't bear fruits. It doesn't have trunk. It doesn't have leaves. Right? So the answer is a bank. So since no one is actually, engaging me, I think I'm gonna stop at this particular riddle. So this will be our last riddle for today. So the riddle reads: you walk into a room that contains a match, a kerosene lamp, a candle, and a fireplace. What would you light first? You walk into a room that contains a match, a kerosene lamp, a candle, and a fireplace. What would you light first? So let's see who's gonna get this riddle, decode this riddle, and get the answer. The answer to the riddle is actually in the riddle itself. It's staring us in the face. You just have to read in between the lines. That's one thing I have come to understand about riddles. I wasn't so good at riddles, right? But when my friend introduced me to this, riddles challenge to keep my YouTube platform more engaging, fun, and getting to know my audience better, right? So I had to start studying riddles and how, to decode riddles, how to answer. So you actually have to read in between the lines. Sometimes the answers are in the riddles, and in this particular case, for this particular riddle, the answer is in the riddle. Who wants to attempt to decode it? Okay, so all the riddles we've read this night. I've been the one answering, giving the answers to them. Would someone try and decode this particular one? A match, Abiola. Oh my God, Abiola, you got a drum roast for you. Woo! Abiola, you actually got the answer to this riddle. It's a match, and as I said, the answer is actually in the riddle. Thank you for engaging. Thank you. Please make sure you subscribe. Okay, let's see. I wanted to stop here, but since you're here, let's see if you're going to get the next riddle. All right? So this is the next riddle. Thank you. So this riddle reads: David's parents have 3 sons, Snap, Crackle, and what's the name of the third son? David's parents have 3 sons, Snap, Crackle. What's the name of the third son? The answer to the riddle is actually in the riddle itself. So you're actually looking at the answer to the riddle. So read in between the lines and you would get the answer. Read slowly, dissect, and you get the answer. David's parents have 3 sons, Snap, Crackle, and what's the name of the third son? So as we're decoding the riddle, let me continue gisting you. So I wasn't very good at riddles, right? Even I remember I used to model before I got married, right? So I think I was contesting for Miss Rotary back then at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, where I used to study. So I think what disqualified me was because I didn't win. What was between myself and one other girl. The reason I didn't win was because I couldn't decode the particular riddle that was given, right? So I wasn't so good at it, and even right now I'm still learning, but I've come to realize that it's good for our health. It's a form of mental exercise. It keeps you sharp on your feet, right? It keeps you sharp on your feet. So it's actually a good one. It's good to bring all this back, despite technology and all of that. We shouldn't lose some. Uncle, no, uncle is not the answer. Uncle is not the answer, but thank you for attempting. Can I know why you can I know your the rationale behind your answer? Because here we analyze the answers, you know. Can I know the rationale behind the answer? Okay, so the riddle reads: David's parents have three sons, Snap, Crackle, and what's the name of the third son? David's parents have three sons, Snap, Crackle, and what's the name of the third son? David, the choice! Drum rolls for you! Drum rolls for you, the choice. You got it. David is the correct answer. So you have to read in between the lines, as I keep saying. David's parents have three sons. So they mentioned the first two sons. So it's David, of course, naturally would just flow that he is the third son. Thank you, the choice, for answering that. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel as we go ahead. Thank you. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on your notification button, and during your spare time you could just go through my videos. I give information about the law, basic information about the law. I'm a lawyer by profession. All right. Okay, that's your name too. All right, nice meeting you, David. The choice R3D, David. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So number 28. So we've come really far from the different lives I've been doing. This is the 28th riddle we are solving, right? So what invention lets you look right through a wall? What invention lets you look right through a wall? And the answer to this riddle, we see it every day. I'm looking at one right now. I'm looking at one right now. So what invention lets you look right? A window. Good, Abiola. Drum rolls for you. Woo, woo, woo. You got the answer. You got it. It's a window. It's a window. So riddle number 29. What has one eye but can't see? Can you see the riddle? Yeah. What has one eye but can't see? What has one eye but can't see? Who is gonna attempt this riddle? Riddle number 29. What has one eye but can't see? I don't know the hint to give for this particular riddle. Let me see. Beans. Okay, it's debatable, right? This answer is debatable. You see why this exercise is good? Because when we say 6 can be 9 and 9 can be 6, depending on how it's placed, right? So beans can also go, right? So drum rolls for you, Ayan, you're welcome. But actually, drum rolls for you, but that's not actually the answer I have, right? So beans can also go, because you know that part of beans that looks like an eye. Nail, not nail, it's close. You are very close. But iron, that's what I said. You know, 6 can be 9 and 9 can be 6, depending on the situation. So you can be, you're right to an extent. So you know, I gave you your drum rolls. Abiola, you are very close to the answer. You are very close, quite close to the answer. Abiola, try. I believe you've even thought of the answer, but you chose to go with nail. You are very close. Just try again. You are closer to the answer that I have in mind for this particular riddle. Just try. Is it belongs to the same, will I say, family. The nail, the answer to the question belongs to the same family as nails, you know. So just give it a try. You are very close to the answer. What has one eye but can't see? Abiola, are you attempting it again? Are you gonna attempt it again? Okay, you are very close. For you to have commented nail, you are quite close to the answer. Okay, so I'm gonna be last riddle for today. I have some emergency to attend to. So the answer is actually a needle, Abiola. It's a needle. You know the hole in that in a needle. You know, it looks like an eye. So, but you can't see, right? You see where I'm coming from? Yeah, needle, exactly. So you know, I told you you're very close to the answer. You you were very close. So that is it for this night. Okay, thank you so much for engaging with the live. Please like this live and other videos, subscribe. Okay, you mentioned needle. I didn't see that. Oh, I saw iron, right? Iron, I saw beans. What I saw was beans, and then oops, that those were the. But if you mentioned, I'm not seeing it here in the chat I'm looking at right now. Oh, I'm not seeing it. But if you mentioned that, then you are correct. Iron, it's a needle. Thank you so much for engaging my life. Subscribe, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on your notification button so we can. Yeah, yes, I do. I do almost every day now. I do that. Yes, so please try and support me anytime you're notified that I've gone live. Okay, thank you so much. Have a great night. See you. Okay, around 10, 11, because that's when yeah, 10, 11, I think. Okay, today we started around 11, right? So let me say 11 p.m. tomorrow again. 11 p.m. tomorrow. Yes, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, have a good night rest. See you tomorrow. Bye. Yeah, thank you.